What's up, chefs? So today I'll be showing you guys how to make a basil crusted red snapper with some pumpkin gnocchi. First and foremost, we need to get the pumpkin into the oven because it takes the longest to cook. So dice up your pumpkin. Into the aluminum foil, oil, seasoning. Just massage it through. Now we're gonna close up the foil, and into the oven we go. This should take about 30 minutes to cook. Depends on your oven really. I'm cooking it in 180, so it should take about 30 minutes. Now we're on to the fish. Here we have a fillet of red snapper. If you want to see how I fillet it, so check out the previous video right here. And we're gonna put some oil. Seasoning. Onto the pan. We gotta make sure the pan is hot before you put the fish in. That's pretty hot. In we go. We need to color the fish because what my head chef used to say, if there's no color, there's no flavor. So make sure there's coloration on it. Onto the tray. Now we're off to the basil crust. Red, basil, pick the leaves, and it gives a really nice color too. Parmesan. This will help the whole crumb stick together. Don't forget to season. Onto the fish. Press it down. We're gonna leave this to the side and we're gonna continue with our mushroom now. Well, I'm gonna do something that most chefs would find annoying and kind of old school, but I find it therapeutic to do. So what you do is just grab your knife like this and you push the knife back like that to the mushroom. This will give a pattern to the mushroom. It's strictly for aesthetical purposes, something like that. We are going to check whether the pumpkin is cooked or not. Just run the back of your knife to the pumpkin. If it goes through like this, it's definitely cooked. Now we're gonna use a strainer to make the pumpkin into a puree. Just push it all through. It's time to incorporate some flour. Put in like a bit at a time and see whether the consistency is how you like it. And just keep on pouring more until you're happy with the consistency. It should still be fluffy in a way, but not sticky. I see the texture has firmed up a little bit, so I'm gonna start working with my hand. Just massage it through inside. Make sure your working table is clean and just spread flour all over it. Bend two. Just roll it now. When you're happy with the size, lightly flour your knife so avoid the gnocchi sticking into it. And cut. Here we have some beautiful pumpkin gnocchis. Always season your water. This will also help the water temperature raise quicker. While that water is warming up, heat up your other pan for your mushroom, and it will eventually be mixed in with the gnocchis. This will prevent the gnocchis from sticking into each other. Once your water is simmering, into the water we go with the gnocchis. While your gnocchi is cooking, we're gonna saute and cook the mushroom. Season. How can you tell when the gnocchi is kind of half cooked? Is when they start to float themselves. That's when they're half cooked, and you just wait another minute or half a minute, and after that you just strain it. The gnocchi is pretty much done. Transfer it. Now that all we gotta do is saute the gnocchi, we're gonna cook this red snapper and put it in the oven. It's already half cooked, so it just need about 6 minutes in the oven now. Butter. And we're gonna drain the gnocchi, and we're gonna saute off the gnocchi all together with the mushroom to give it a crispy texture outside, but inside is still fluffy and soft. Parmesan cheese. And we are done. Time to plate. In with the buttery, crispy pumpkin gnocchi. And now the glazed button mushroom. And last but not least, the star of the show, our basil crusted red snapper. Well, there you go, the most fragrant, buttery goodness of crusted red snapper with pumpkin gnocchi and button mushroom. I know what I'm having for lunch.